Hey everybody, VSG Joe here, coming to you my 13 and a half month post-op VSG or vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I wanted to get up here and give you guys just an update on where things are for the past week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it's been by the time this video gets back up. So last time I came to you guys, I talked to you about the second opinion I got. Just trying to figure out some kind of diet or recommended macros or calorie intake or something so I can kind of push through the stall that I've been having. So just kind of recap my weight and everything. So I started my VSG adventure here at 284 pounds as my heavy weight. By the date of surgery, after the 2-week liquid diet, I was down to 260 pounds. And then after that, I got down to 209.6 pounds. Last time I brought you a video, we're basically 210 pounds. And now I am down to 210 pounds. No, I'm just kidding. I actually lost weight this time. I'm down to 207.6. So I know you guys are all excited, right? You're like, Joe, you started doing what the dietitian told you to do last time. No, I didn't do that either. Just been sticking with keto. I've been doing keto with my wife. As some of you guys know from my last video, she is type 1 diabetic. Keto works really well for her because it helps her not have to take a lot of insulin, because naturally it helps regulate your blood sugar when you don't have carbs, up and down and crash and, all that good stuff. But so we've been doing that. Hadn't really been losing any weight, and it's been kind of frustrating because, calorically I'm taking in, around 1,300 calories, sometimes less, sometimes more, but not very often more. A lot of the times, closer to 1,100 or 1,200 calories. And felt like I should still be losing weight from that. And it just wasn't happening. So last week we tried something a little bit different, just kind of switch things up. I actually did an egg fast, or a keto egg fast. I don't know who gets to claim the egg fast stuff, if it's the keto group or the regular group, or it's probably not the vegans because they don't eat eggs, but I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of funny. So I've been watching Losing Lee VSG, and I've been trying to figure out, just different things. Obviously, I watch a lot of videos in the weight loss community. And I was watching her video and she said she did an egg fast. And I just commented on it. I was like, hey, are you worried about the weight coming back when you stop doing the fast? Because kind of what happens a lot of time you try these things. You'll lose some weight and then it kind of, comes all back and stuff like that. She said she didn't have that problem. It actually had been going pretty well for her. And she had lost a good bit of weight on there as well. So I figured, hey, that's good for her. I appreciate it. Back of my mind, literally not even 2 days later, my wife says, hey, you should try a keto egg fast. So, it's funny how those things come full circle. And so I kind of looked it up, and my wife had been doing the research, obviously. And so it's pretty easy. So for those of you who don't know what an egg fast is, Google it. There's different ways you can do it. But what it boils down to is you have eggs for breakfast, and then eggs for lunch, and then eggs for dinner. It's pretty simple, I guess, is the way it comes out. The one I followed in particular, you basically, for every egg you eat, you have a tablespoon of fat with it. So that could be mayonnaise, it could be butter, it could be avocado, nuts, whatever. But you have a tablespoon of healthy fats with that. And then also your snacks throughout the day would be pretty much cheese is how it broke down to. So the way I ended up doing it is I had a couple of boiled eggs, cut in half with some everything but the bagel seasoning on there. For a snack, I would have an ounce of pepper jack cheese. For lunch, I would have something like either deviled eggs or egg salad. That kind of incorporates the fat in it, obviously, because those products contain mayonnaise, or at least if you make them right, they do. And then, for dinner, I would have scrambled eggs. You're like, Joe, why didn't you have scrambled eggs for breakfast? And that's because I'm literally up and out of the house within 20 minutes because I'm a man and I can do that. And I don't have to do all the crap a woman does in the morning to get ready. So I don't have to be up 2 hours before I need to go somewhere because I just get somewhere. Sidebar, sorry guys. But essentially is, that's how, my routine in the morning. Up, pour the coffee, get out. That's it. Time to go to work. So I did the egg fast. Now the egg fast itself, guys, you don't stay on it very long. It's 3 to 5 days. I ended up doing 3.5 days because I started halfway through one of my days because My wife texted me and I was at work, but I'd already eaten lunch and then I couldn't, so I just had dinner when I got home as eggs, but sue me. But I did 3 days. So I actually went from 210.6 when I started that diet. One of the reasons why I did it is because I'd gained a pound that week. No apparent reason why, just gained a pound. And so then, I went through the egg fast itself and I got all the way down by the time I stopped that egg fast to 205.6 pounds. So I had lost 5 pounds on a 3.5 day egg fast. Since then, I have gone back up to 207, or I was 207.6. So it looks like 2 pounds. Really, it's probably a pound ish because, bathroom things, VSG patients, am I right? So, but yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And so I'm just I haven't lost any weight since I came off the fast. Like I said, I did go back up to 207. But that's just kind of where I am. So it was something cool to kind of break through the stall. I did actually modify my diet a little bit more this week. So normally I would take, breakfast is either a Quest bar or a protein cookie or something like that, because they're convenient. I can kind of have it when I first get up and get going. And then I would have like a snack, or what I was calling a snack, around mid-morning, and then I would have my lunch and then another snack before I left work. And talking with the wife and everything, it's kind of become apparent to me that 10 a.m. snack that I typically have is usually tuna. And it's more of what we should be having for a meal, not a snack. So I'm going to go ahead and back off of that. It is going to drop the calories some more. At this point, I don't know that it matters, guys, to be 100% honest with you. I wholly feel I could eat 800 calories in a day or 8,000 calories in a day, and it would make not a bit of difference. So we're going to follow the next week doing keto. So today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. I may get this video up tonight. It may not be until tomorrow, guys. We'll kind of see how it works there. But I'm going to follow it through Sunday and see where I am. If I haven't done anything by Sunday, or if I'm going back up, then I think I'm going to change out and actually start putting in some carbs, and start going from there. I know some people have said they kind of reacted differently to not having enough carbs in their diet. I'm typically not one of those people. Usually if I look at carbs, I will gain 10 or 12 pounds just for looking at it. And God forbid I happen to walk or drive by a bakery, because that's 20 pounds like that. Am I right? So I thought that would go away after VSG surgery. Guess what, guys? It doesn't go away after VSG surgery. So it's one of those things we get to live with. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to keep trying different things to kind of move through this fast. I think it's important that you give things, if you try, I always say, if something's not working for you, try something different. But I do believe that you have to give things time to work. So I'm gonna go another week on keto after this egg fast, see if that actually breaks through the stall. If I'm losing a pound a week at this point, I'm happy with that, because, quite frankly, I'm 13 and a half months out from VSG. I'm probably down to around 15, 20 pounds to lose. So I don't know how much more I'm going to lose without, at doing 3, 4, 5 pounds a week. It's just probably not sustainable for me right now. So there's that. Other than that, I think we're doing okay. I've been getting in my walks at work, so that's something new. I got this guy, so it's an Apple Watch. No, I'm not rich. I didn't go buy a new Apple Watch 4 with GPS and like calling kit and all that good stuff. We found a really good deal on an Apple 3 with just the Wi-Fi, so we went and picked that up for me. My old watch had been giving me some issues, so I've kind of wanted a fitness tracker, but knew I wouldn't wear 2 watches, so I kind of used that as an excuse to go ahead and just splurge on the Apple Watch here. So obviously it tracks, as you can see today, not doing great, but it does kind of track your rings for your movement and everything. So typically speaking, what I do is I try to get up in the morning at work and go for a walk. That's usually about 15 minutes, so call that a break during the day. And really it's a sanity check for me for work, but also it just helps me get those steps in, and then try to get one in the afternoon. I didn't get one in this afternoon because I was on phone calls all day, and that's just the way my life at work goes sometimes. So yeah, been trying to get steps in. So 5 days a week, I've been closing that bar out. I think I got about a 6-minute walk or so, the watch says, to close out the ring tonight. So we'll probably go ahead and do that. I think I've got like a 10 or 12 day streak going for closing out the rings. Guys, if I do it, great. If I don't, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. But I've been just trying to use that as a gauge of at least got 30 minutes of activity in per day. So that's really been it. So not really any changes to the diet. Not trying to do a ton of exercise right now, just because when I started exercising, I stopped losing weight altogether. And just trying to get back in the swing of losing weight and before I start with the strength training again. But um, that is it for me, guys. One thing I did want to do is give a shout out to Mitchell in Minnesota. If you don't follow him, go ahead. I'll try to put a link up here or there, somewhere, but I'll get something up at the top there. If you haven't watched, he's been going back after his vacation and everything. He hadn't lost any weight. He admitted that he didn't eat the best down in Brazil, I think it was. I forget. I saw the pictures. It looked great. But he's getting down really close. He's lost like 10 or 12 pounds in the last couple weeks. So go give him a shout out. He's getting close to getting like 200 subscribers or whatever the case is. So if we can push him over the top, that would be great. I have a feeling if you guys are watching me, you're probably watching him as well. If you haven't heard of the guy, he lives in Minnesota. If you didn't figure that out, you probably not people subscribe to my channel. But he lives in Minnesota. He was a a lat man reverted to RNY surgery. So he has a pretty interesting story. Go check him out. Other than that, if you're watching me, you should be subscribed. If not, subscribe, dude. I'll put a little bar at the end. It's easy, but like if you look down here, I think it's on this side, but the iPhone flips it, so it might be this side. But there's like a big red triangle. It just says subscribe on it. Hit that, hit the little bell next to it, all that good stuff. You know how to work YouTube. And until next time, guys, I'm out. Thanks.